only the item usage field is much more important in this, and rest all we covered it in the customer master or something. Okay, so now we'll go to partner determination. We'll see what's partner determination. Okay, okay, one material master. Yeah. So material master is like same as customer master, but the master data for the material. Okay, and material master is almost integration between these all modules like SD, MM, PP, FI, CO, QM. Okay, and the maximum, like say, even all the organizations, they will be following some nomenclature to maintain the material number. That depends upon their like they take some decision. Why? Because there would be some 100 products or more than 100 products. So like they take some nomenclature to follow how the number should be. Like the maximum, like the length of the material can be 18 characters. And we have different fields, different views actually in material master. Let me open. So these are all the views which we have in material master. Like there are many views actually, but for this material I'm going to change mode just to show. Like these are the views already selected for this material. Like in this, like you can see here, there would be close to some 20 plus views. In these views, like we have only interested, SD module is interested in only for maximum of 4 or 5 views, not more than that. Okay, so like say the basic data 1 and basic data 2 is maintained by MM. Okay, I list out like what SD will maintain in this material master. It is sales org 1 and sales org data 2, and we have sales general plant and sales text, and we have foreign trade and export data. That's one. So only these views would be maintained by SD, and rest all like say accounting 1, accounting 2, it is maintained by FI, and there is MRP 1, MRP 2, MRP 3 maintained by MM, PP, and purchasing, and but we have here like purchasing and purchasing text, this would be maintained by again MM. There is costing 1 and costing 2 which would be maintained by CO. Okay, so we as a SD consultant would be maintaining only this, and one more is like foreign trade, export data and import data. Okay, and end user would be creating this material, and like to see a logic like how a material number would be given. Suppose as ours is a pharmaceutical company, so like suppose if there is a material, okay, aspirin or something, so what they will say is first 4 characters of the product name, and what is the age group to use it, like 30 to 40, and what is the dosage, it's a 15 mg or something, and what is the package, it's a bottle or it's a blister pack, it's capsule, CAP, like this. So they'll be taking some logic in defining why, because this helps to even identify correct dosage, the age or something. Okay, like material also, it's both, like say internal and external. We can either enter the material while creating, or if not, system proposes the material number. Okay, and like when we create the material first, I'll try to create one new material or something. Try to create the material first. Here we need to give the material number, Then system asks for industry sector, that is which sector this material belongs to, whether retailing or it's a pharma or whatever, like there are different industries here which we can choose from. And material type. Material type in the sense like what is the material? It is a trading material or it's a finished material or it is a service. Okay, we have lot of material types here. Okay, so in general, as SD consultant, we would be interested with only the FERT, that is finished goods, because we are responsible to sell only finished goods. Okay, or else that second would be the trading goods. Okay, and the HAWA, HAWA. Okay, so we'll be having this type of, like there are a lot of things, like for raw material it is ROH, and for semi-finished goods it is HALB, finished goods it is FERT. Like these are important things actually you need to know. Trading goods it is HAWA, HAWA. And for service material, if it is only a service contract, suppose we delivered some product, a washing machine or TV, it will have some service for 1 year or something. Even that has to be created as a material in SAP, that is a service material. For that the material type is DIEN, DIEN. And we have returnable packing. Returnable packing in the sense, suppose say crates or something, like if it is cottons, if you, the material is delivered in cottons, company may not mind delivering that, but if they are delivering that in wooden crates or plastic crates, they expect them that to be returned back by the customer. Okay, for that returnable packing it is LEIH. Okay, and we have configurable material. This comes in MTO, make to order process, or variant configuration. Okay, configurable material. Suppose a computer is a configurable material. Okay, we take RAM, hard disk, everything, and we make a final product. Okay, that is KMAT, KMAT for configurable material. And packing material it is VERP. Okay, so these are the most like important things which we will be discussing with in SAP. Like we have many actually. Okay, so this is one. Like coming to the views, I'll show you the views. Suppose I will try to create one material. The number I'll be giving as per 400 pharma. Like see, depending upon the industry you select here, and depending upon the material type you select here, the views will change. Okay, like most probably we'll be discussing in pharma actually. So I'll be selecting pharma and finished goods. Yes. Based on the industry sector. Yes. If not, like we'll do create material, right? Yes, you can create new material type. Material type, actually this was maintained by Okay, like see, these are predefined actually. Material type is predefined. Like they will be deciding in the implementation project itself what all material types should be there. Okay, so even SD end user or even SD consultant will not have any access to that. Okay, so like I'm selecting the views which is more important to us in the discussion set now, because if not, if we select all the things, we have to maintain all the things. If not, system will not allow to save. This classification is not important. Sales general plant, counting 1 2. Okay, so it asks for storage location, sales organization and distribution channel. Go into that. Okay, so a description which represents this. This is the description of that material, and these are the fields, like what all you are seeing like this a checkbox. These are the mandatory fields. If you don't maintain this also, system will allow to save, but you need to maintain these things. Okay, so base unit of measure, like base unit of measure, like in what way we manufacture these goods, like say bottles, capsules, tablets. Okay, each you can see here there are a lot of options here which you can select from. Okay, like in what kind of volumes you maintain this, like liters, milli, percentage, each, bottles, cardboard box. Okay, so we will be selecting bottles and material group. Sorry, so which material group this material belongs to. Normally we will be selecting 0001. Let's check it. Just select something, like that's not a problem. Like say this, the next field, old material number. Old material number, and then suppose say in the company like the ARP has been upgraded from legacy to SAP. So in legacy they would be using some old number already, some number else, right? And the users are familiar with that number since many years. So that we will maintain here. What is the number which they are already having in legacy system. And division is nothing but to which division, like we already discussed, like pediatric, painkiller, gynecology or something. We have 4 divisions in our project. So to which division this material belongs to. Okay. So I'll take 24, like already which I am using now. Okay, and product allocation, like product allocation is what happens is, like we will reserve some goods, some stocks to the customer or customer groups. Okay, well, because say as we discussed yesterday, like high priority customers. Okay, so for we will always reserve certain, like yesterday we were discussing, right, like 40 quantity we cancelled and we are allocated to the high priority customer. So if we don't want to embrace the low priority customer also, we'll have some product allocation reserved every time for the customers and customer groups. It can be a distribution channel, but because distributors are more important than distribution channel. Institutions and government, like say direct customers, are more important than distributors. Like whatever the company takes a decision, they will reserve that goods to that particular uh, group. Okay, so explant material status. Suppose, let me show you. Like it just shows lighting, pump. Is it product allocation? Like these materials are already reserved, I guess. Let's see in F1, it's better. Just a minute. No, like we'll say not this. We'll just see here what system says. Program determines procedure, determine how product allocation is carried out. It's an infrastructure. Information should be entered into the basic data influence how product allocation can be created. So most probably this is done by OM01, creating an infrastructure. These are infrastructures, I guess. Yeah, we will discuss that in credit management. Yeah, OM01, not OM01. OM01 or 0M01, some T code is there for that. We will be using this 2 times. And one is in pricing and one is in credit management. Okay, let's go back. Oh my god, I opened here. No, okay. So product allocation might be they're using through infrastructure, I guess. See, coming to base unit of measure, suppose say I'd be manufacturing the goods in bottle. Okay, but while coming to sale, I may not sell the goods in bottle. I may sell the goods in cartons. Suppose say each carton has 100 bottles. But because we are a B2B business, we may not say lose a single bottle. Okay, so we can make conversions here, like one bottle equal to how many, like in one carton how many bottles would be coming. Say one bottle is equal to how many it would be. That is sales unit. Okay, so explant material status. Explant material status means, like say if you want to block the material across the plant, you don't want to use this material in that particular plant. So it says like we can reason here for what it is blocked, but for procurement, viewer, purchasing, costing, absolute material. Okay, so they can have anything like this. And see, whenever we have something blocked, it will always have a next field to that valid from. That is from when the material is going to be blocked. Okay, so this specifies like like if you want to block the material in the particular plant. Okay, like say product hierarchy. This is one important. These all fields may not be important, so I'm not discussing, and even we don't use also these all fields. Okay, so for the practice purpose and to go ahead, like what are the important fields I'm discussing here. So gross weight of the product and what is the net weight of the product would be maintaining here, or we can maintain the MRP also, I guess. We'll see there. So next is product hierarchy. Product hierarchy in the sense, suppose say, suppose we take an electronics company, some Samsung or LG, okay, they will be having divisions in that, like say electrical and electronic. In electronics they might be having electronics for home and electronics for office. Okay, water dispensers for home it may be different, and office it may be different. Okay, like say we have in coming to home they may be having more products. They may be having washing machine, dishwasher, oven, these all things. So what is the hierarchy would be specifying here, to which hierarchy this material belongs to. Okay, and this is general item category. Like this is one of the parameter like which determines the item category in inbound deliveries. Like this is a part of like as we have item category which will determine the behavior of material in a sales document. Like this item category is for like inbound deliveries. Okay, we'll see this again in sales, or they will discuss clearly. So basic data 2, there is nothing much to maintain in basic data 2. Basic data 1 is more important. Okay, so this is where like SD consultant maintains sales org 1, as we have seen here. These 5 SD consultant would be maintaining. This basic data one which just we have seen is maintained by Okay, so we'll see this sales org data 2, sales org 1. So sales org 1, here it's bottle. You see this, like what we maintained there in basic data 1, it has been copied here. That is, we manufacture these goods in bottles, but we sell the goods like sales unit. I was discussing, we will sell these goods in cartons. Okay, so I manufactured that and selling this. Like if you want the conversion, we can have go to additional data and we can convert like 1 carton equal to how many bottles. Okay, so same unit of measure, like what is the unit of measure we are going to have for this particular material. It's about a liter, like that kind of thing. And the division which we maintained there 24, it's copied here. Okay, and the sales unit, and the sales unit not vary. This is important, and you may find one interview question also in this actually. Like say if we check this, in sales order, system will not allow you to change the sales unit manually. Like it is cartons now, I cannot change it into bottle. Okay, so they may be asking like what controls this sales unit in sales document. Like if we check this, then it will not allow. Convert, no. Here, okay, you can see this, like you can maintain the sales unit for each material and sales organization distribution. The sales unit is proposed in sales distribution such as sales order. If variable sales unit is not allowed, the unit specified in document may not differ from in the master data. Okay, that means whatever we maintain here, that should be there in the sales document, sales unit. Okay, so we cannot have deviation. If you want to have a deviation, we need to uncheck that. Okay, so X distribution chain. Earlier we have seen X plant. Okay, X plant means like throughout the plant this material is not allowed for sale. The same thing, this is X distribution channel. Here like what it says is like if you want to block the material for sales across all distribution channels. Like it's not only one distribution channel, we have 4 distribution channel in our project, so it will block this material for sale in all distribution channels. Okay, and as I said, like any status message will all have a valid from. So we need to maintain. Yeah, yeah. It will, yes, it will not allow to create a sales order with this material in that particular distribution channel. Same like why this material is blocked, because discontinued without replace or discontinued with replacement, technical defect. So okay, no, if you maintain something here you cannot maintain, and if you try to create an order with this material, it shows that like this message, this message will be pop up like this material has a technical defect and you are not proceed to create an order, or this material is discontinued for sale. So this wherever you see X, that is across all. That means all the distribution channel this material is not allowed to sell. Okay, and it has a valid from field. Next to that, it is D chain specific status. D chain is in the sense like say one particular distribution channel. Here we are talking about all the distribution channels. Wherever X comes, it is nothing but all across the company. Okay, but here it is only its particular distribution channel specific. This also has the same values. Okay, so and same valid from when it's going to be blocked. For this, we are already creating this material with particular distribution for sales organization, right? Sales area. We are creating the material. Okay, so you can see the X1. So for this X1, this material would be blocked. Okay, so delivering plant. As we already discussed the criteria to determine the plant into a sales document. So we have the plant field in customer master, we have in shipping tab. Here we have it in the sales org 1 tab. If we maintain here, when determining the plant to sales document, system will consider CMIR. If it's not maintained, customer master. If it's not maintained, it will take it from this field, middle master. Okay, this is material group which we already maintained there in basic data 1. Actually this is maintained by MM. Okay, and next would be, this is important, cash discount. Like if we check this, then only customer will get a cash discount. That means if we check this, then only the SKTO condition will be determined into sales document. If we uncheck, the SKTO condition type will not be determined into sales document. Okay, so next is valid from. Okay, see one other thing, have you ever tried like say creating a base price, that is PR00, maintaining a condition record for PR00 other than from VK11? Like say there is a very like it would be very interesting interview question. Like say I haven't maintained condition records for my PR00 like base price. Yeah. But even system is proposing how. That is through this tab. If I click this tab, you can see where it takes me. Okay, it's asking for the conversion. 1 cotton equal to 100 bottles. This is the fields. It's asking for the conversion. Okay. Validity date. I will take off this one because see for discussion purpose we will be maintaining this, but later we will get lot of errors. So we will be maintaining only SD specific fields. We will discuss this, but will not maintain these things, as these are maintained by MM. Maximum, okay, it's 1 tax classification. many people don't know this actually. Many consultants, like even they are 5 or 6 years, they don't know. Like we can maintain, see, everyone thinks what the thing is, we can maintain only the cost price of the material in Metal Master. Okay, VPRS, but we can maintain the base price. You can see it has taken me to the condition record of PR00. That is the base price. Here I can maintain this, what is the sales quantity and amount for this. Okay, so we can, everything will build. This is nothing but condition record. Again, you have gone to the week 11. Okay, okay. The here itself, like say, I can say it's 1 carton. The amount is somewhere around some 1 lakh or 10 lakh or whatever figure you enter here. Okay, see, this screen what you are seeing now is nothing but week 11 condition record screen. See, by clicking on this conditions tab, system has taken me to the base price thing. Okay, so we can maintain the base price in Metal Master also. Many people confuse that we can maintain only cost price VPRS in Metal Master. Okay, but we can maintain this also. So like in interviews they will be asking, like I haven't maintained any condition record for the material, but even still proposing the base price, how? What is the configuration? So through here we can do that. Okay, so we have covered so far all the fields in this. No, like we will just, it's an on off kind of thing, like whether this material is taxable or not. We will field only 0 and 1 here, as we have seen in customer master. No tax, whether it's liable or half tax now, I guess it's not there. This tax category, yeah, this is condition type, MWST. Yeah, like that separate determination, tax determination itself a topic, which is one determination in basic functions. Okay, and again it's a lengthy process we need to discuss there. And US taxation is very simple. It has only one condition type. You can see here that MWST. Okay, we're not having multiple tax like in India, like PED, ECS, SCCS, and recently just 15 days back we have one more tax here, like Swachh Bharat tax. 0. Yeah, but like in the practice or in this training session we'll be seeing only one tax, which we'll see in pricing. We may not be configuring all those things, but we'll see how the tax determination is done, the tax condition types. We will assign this tax to country. Okay, I'll show you those all things in tax determinations. Okay, so next tab is sales org 2. Even this tab is maintained by SD consultants. So material statistics group, like see, wherever, as earlier we have seen, status, X status to block the material, LX plant something. Okay, wherever you get status, nothing but you will have a field next to that like valid, and that status specifies that you are blocking something. In the same way, if you see statistics somewhere, it can be customer statistics, it can be any statistics in SD or SAP. This specifies that whether this value is to be updated in the LIS or not, that logical information system, for reporting purpose. Okay, so like this field will like tell whether these materials things, like say any data for this material, like if you want what this material has sold in last month, if you want that statistic, that means you will need to update this into the LIS. So if you maintain some value here, then only it would be update into the LIS. So relevant for statistic, not relevant for statistics. Okay. if we maintain this and save it, and we create an order after the complete sales process, yeah, then it will be updated into the LIS. So that like, yeah, we will be discussing some reports where, because there will be custom reports also, where because all the reports which SAP standard provides may not be helpful for the organization, so they want some custom reports also. So we'll be discussing that in reports in RISEF. Okay. So we see, for everything we'll take one example or one scenario and we'll discuss. Okay. So for understanding purpose, why, because we cannot discuss everything, but for understanding purpose we'll take one example or one scenario and we'll discuss. So yeah, no, that things we'll discuss, like say in RISEF we'll be discussing, but most probably for certain things we have limitations, where because it is between the modules or it is with adapter. Okay, so we'll be having some limitations discussing these all things, as in real time we'll have all the resource available. So here we will be discussing for our understanding purpose. Okay, so next is material pricing group. This field, material pricing group, like say suppose we are having 2 to 3 materials, and these 3 materials are sharing the same pricing attributes. Like we have this one price group in customer master. Remember, in the sales tab we have a field price group. Okay, it's nothing but the same. That is, in price group we maintain, like we combine all the customers who share the same pricing attributes. So in the same way, this field will help us to group the materials which share the same pricing attributes, and this field we use in pricing. In pricing, in group condition we would be having material group, customer and material group in group condition concept. So we will use this field there. Okay. Next is volume rebate group. Like we have 3 types of rebates in SAP. One is group rebate, and one is a material rebate, and one is customer rebate. Okay, so we will discuss this in rebate concept, like how you know what is rebates, right? Okay, so we'll be discussing there. Like suppose it's a customer rebate, announcing the rebates particular to the customer. Okay, if it is a material, then if someone buys this material, then they will get rebate. Okay, volume rebate in the sense it's neither customer neither material. It depends upon the volume. Like if you make some 1 million sales in this year, you will get rebate. You buy, this is for any customer, and you buy any material. Okay, there are 3 types of rebates. And next is account assignment group. We have seen this field in customer master also as customer assignment group. Okay, so this field will help to determine the revenue GL accounts, and it will help to post the invoice values into the accounting. Okay, this is one. Like here we maintain, like we will see what are the fields. Like this thing, like trading goods, finished goods. Basing upon this, actually we generate GL accounts. Okay, account assignment group. And next is item category group. This field is very important, and you see this field in item category determination, the second column. OR, item category group, and the higher level item usage determines the item category. Okay, so this field is one of the parameter to determine the item category in sales document. Basing upon this, we will get the item category. If it is third party item, we will maintain BANS here. Okay, and this BANS will determine the TAS item category in the sales document. Item category for third party is TAS. Okay, so if I maintain BANS here, the third party item group, then this will determine TAS item category in sales document with the help of the item category determination. Okay, there are some important item category groups. I'll just list out. You can even F4 and see this. Like some important norm is the standard one, and for third party material it is BANS, and for IPO individual purchase order it is BANC. BANS and BANC, like these two are there will be only little configuration changes between these things. If you know third party, you will be automatically knowing IPO. Okay, for suppose say in third party material it is BANS, and for IPO it is BANC, and item category it is TAS for BANS, that is third party, and for IPO it is TAB, TAS, TAB. Like small tips which you can remember these two concepts. Okay, I will explain you those tips like when it comes there. So for make to order, you can see here it's 0001, and it's for configuration material, that is variant configuration, for that you will use this 0002. And we have BOM. You know BOM?
Yeah.
Okay, so for BOM, if it is a header pricing, BOM will have two things. One is multi-level BOM and one is single level BOM. Actually, in variant configuration we will have super BOM also. Super BOM comes in only variant configuration, and here like in BOM we will have two pricing. Suppose say computer itself has a price, but the components in computers also has price, separate price, individual price. So you want to have the pricing basing upon the header in the sense computer, or you want to have a component based price. Okay, so the item category group for header pricing it is ERLA, ERLA, and for item price it is, that is component price, that is LUMF. Okay, like these are important thing, and this would be which we discussing in a course. There are a lot actually, but we don't discuss all the things. For service you can see DINE, the material type is DINE, and even item category group is DINE. Returnable packing we have seen LEIH. Okay, this is item category group. So yes, but the difference between the what makes a difference between the general item category group and item category group is, and it's a very important question, you search anywhere they will be asking like what is the difference between general item category group and item category group. So what is the difference is, suppose say item category group is of SD module interest, and this item category group will influence the item category in sales document. That means if I maintain BANS here, then system will trigger TAS item category. If I maintain norm, the standard item, then system will trigger TAM. Okay, and this is used only for the outbound logistics, that is outbound deliveries. Okay, and general item category group is used by MM for inbound deliveries, and that will not have any effect on the sales document. Okay, this norm will not have any effect on the sales order, but this item category group will have effect on the sales order. This is used by SD and this is used by MM. Okay, so we'll move on to the next tab. There is nothing much important here. Like this these fields would be used like if you have any special business requirement, and I have seen in project that like these are used to these fields are free to use for enhancement. Like most of the projects that they will not be using this Oh, cannot go back. Uh, they haven't used these fields, and if any enhancement comes, they'll be using that fields. Okay, so next is sales general plant, which is of SD interest. So here we see like bottle, which we already maintained, has come up here. The most important field in this is availability check. This field is much more important. Like availability check, this field controls how the sales order quantity should be updated into the MRP, material requirement planning, whether you have any requirement for manufacturing the material or not. The requirement, okay. So 01 and 02, it's a standard which is provided by the SAP. 01 is daily requirement and 02 is individual requirement. Okay, so I'll show this with an example. Suppose say we have a material. Open it again. It's recognizing. Okay, I'll explain you. My pen is not recognizing here again. Okay, so we have two things like of SD interest, like we see daily requirements and individual requirements. So suppose say we'll take an example. We have a material X. Okay, and for that X material we have a quantity of 100. Okay, this is first we are discussing with the daily requirement. To show it here. Okay, so we are seeing for the daily requirement we have X material and with 100 quantity. Okay, suppose say I got an order for 75 quantity. Okay, so what would be the quantity left? No, I have the quantity of material for 100 and I received an order for 75. Okay, so 25 I have left with me. So in SAP how it updates is in requirements MD4 it updates like say orders 75 quantity and remaining quantity 25. Okay, but that 75 quantity may not be a single order which I have sold. Okay, order 1 can be some 20 and order 2 can be 25 and order 3 can be 30. Summing up, this will be coming to the quantity 75 on the same day. Okay, yes, it will show as order 1 how much the quantity has sold, 20. Out of 100, 20 is sold, so remaining quantity it will show as 80. Okay, and order 2 it is 25. So out of 25, that is 45 has been sold. What is the remaining quantity? Just a minute. We need to check it whether we have open orders or not, but we'll just check it. This 4. Yeah, it takes time. As this is a new installation, it's taking time. If we once open it, from the next time it would be fast. For the first time it need to compile everything. Okay, suppose I'll go with material already existing. It's 11,400 and got your server access? Okay. Quantity sold. Yes. Yes. Yeah. What is the available quantity? Yeah. So if it is a daily requirement, what system will do is it will accumulate all the sales order quantities of that particular day. Okay, and if you maintain individual requirement, then it will update each and every one. Suppose say 2611. So available quantity. I have this quantity but no orders. Okay, if I create an order, then it will show like order number, everything here, and it will show the sold quantity and available quantity. Okay. Yes. Minus 10 and 90. Okay. So availability check. This is one field, but we will discuss anyway in availability check back again. And batch management. So like if you check this, like batch management, if they check this, then only for this material batch management would be activated. Okay, whether this material is relevant to manufacturing batches or not. Okay, so and batch management, it will help us in tracking defective goods or expired products. Okay, through the batch number we can identify the expired products and the defective products. Okay, next is transportation group. No, I haven't ever used it and not see using this. Yeah. Indicator approved batch record requirements. Batch man, it might be using in batch management. The following activities may be performed after relevant batch record has been approved. Okay. That means someone need to approve the batch, whether it should be approved or not. Didn't get you? Yeah, it's like a quality control. Okay. Next is transportation group. Like this is one of the parameter which determines the route into sales document. Okay. And the loading group. What is the loading group? It will help like say determine the shipping point. To determine shipping point, we need loading group, plant and shipping condition. So this is one of the parameter which will help to determine the shipping point. Shipping condition, where I didn't get you. Yes, it's in here. Order type, yeah. Yes. It's there in two places. Yeah. Okay. So only these are the important fields in this tab. Sales general. Foreign trade we will not be discussing actually. Sales text is nothing but like if to maintain some text for this material, any instructions for this material. Text determination, this will be coming. Purchasing is of PP, MM. Foreign trade import and purchase order. So we'll discuss MRP 1. Transportation goods 0, 1, loading group 1. Okay, so next is MRP, like purchasing view. There are some like, see what all I left, like purchasing or something, it's there in the material. You can see here. So MRP I have updated with an example here. You can see how the daily requirement goes. Okay, so with the order number, what the quantity sold and how it shows, and MD0 for how it shows. Okay, so purchasing view, here it's there in the material and it's not that important for us, so I just skipping now. So next would be MRP1. So MRP1, the most important is MRP group. Okay, so this field will help to determine the requirement type into sales document. This we will cover in transfer of requirement, TOR, MRP group, strategy group, these all things. Okay, okay, so MRP group, like for understanding purpose, you can remember like what is an MRP group. Like this will help to determine the requirement type into a sales documents. And MRP type, like see, this field controls like whether the material is relevant for planning or not for manufacturing. Okay, so planning in the sense, like say the TOR, material requirement planning, the material is relevant for planning or not planning. We will maintain PD or ND here. You see PD and ND, no planning. PD means like this material requires planning for manufacturing. Like this is no, this is for guys will take care of this, not SD. This MRP 1, 2, 3 all are of MM. Okay, yes, only with MRP, because MRP is the main thing which will determine the requirements, like whether the material to be manufactured or not. If the material is not available, the stock is not available, so it depends upon the customer requirement. Guys would customize that and we will use, yes, it would be of PP and MM. That's it. No, no, we won't be touching. Like we won't be touching maximum of these things in this, but to for have and understand purpose. Why? Because these fields would be used again back in the some other concept in some other way. Okay, so there it should not be a new thing again. So that's the reason I want to just give an overview of this. Like MRP, like whether maximum we'll say ND here will not, but because if we put planning PD, PP again it will trigger everything. Okay, for a practice purpose here in the other system we'll have it ND. And this MRP type will also help to like it's one of the parameter to determine the schedule and category into the sales document. Like these things we will be clearly discussing there in availability check TOR, these things, but because discussing these fields individually doesn't make sense actually. Okay, MRP type and strategy group. Next is MRP group plus item category group. there are three parameters which will be taken into consideration. No, it is three things. MRP strategy group and item category plus something else would be the MRP type plus item category, I guess. There are 3 or 4 things which will help to determine. Okay, so this MRP type is one of the parameter to determine the schedule and category into the sales documents. So next is the MRP controller. Like MRP controller is like, say, who is the person responsible to run all this MRP. Okay, and that's all the fields we have in this MRP1. We'll go to MRP2 next. Like, say, procurement, the first one. Okay, like whether like, just see, like this field specifies like whether the material is in-house or we need to procure it from somewhere else to manufacture the goods. Okay, and next, this planned delivery, like we may not be using this all things because mostly used by PP people. Planned delivery time days is one field important. Like this field specifies like it's the time taken, appropriate time taken to deliver the goods from vendor location to the plant. Say, suppose say we plan this material to be procured, and like say we need to get the raw materials from the vendor. So to plan the manufacturing and to make the product available for sale, we need to estimate like what is the delivery time to receive the raw material and what is the time taken to manufacture the goods and make the goods available. So here what these guys would, PP guys would be maintaining is the time taken for the goods to come to the plant from the vendor. Okay, so that is vendor location to the plant location, how much time it will take. Okay, and there is one other. Okay, this is one other thing like safety stock. Okay, safety stock in the sense like say every company will have some buffer stock kept it available, and this stock would not be sold. Like this stock will, they will not determine into the sales document that this stock will not show as an availability quality. This is like a reserved stock. This would be used for only in emergency purpose. Suppose a plant breakdown, in like say natural calamity, something happened and plant, there is no sales or any operations in the company for next 15 days or a lockout or something. Okay, so they would be using this safety stock. Okay, and this safety stock I have shown you in OVZ9. There we have seen in availability check whether system should consider the safety stock or not. There is a checkbox. But I'll show you. No, this is reserved only for the emergencies or anything. Like see, you see this include safety stock that we maintain here, the safety stock. So if I check this, what happens is when system performing availability check, system E will consider the safety stock. Okay, in the STO process we have this stock in transfer. Actually we uncheck these all things. Okay, like this is in quality inspection stock or blocked stock. Yeah, if you want this to be included in the availability check, then we will check that, so that system will even consider these stocks while performing availability check. Okay, so this is the safety stock, what is the minimum safety stock, like what the quantity to be maintained all the time. and the next is MRP3. Next is strategy group. This is one important field. Like how you are going to manufacture this stock. Like it's a make to order stock material, or what kind of material it is. It is an assembly material, configurable material. So this field describes that. And the strategy group is one of the parameter to determine requirement type into the sales document. Like in general, actually requirement type, we have seen MRP group field in this here, right? MRP, this MRP group. Okay. See this group and the strategy group, like these are the parameters to determine the requirements into the sales documents. Like the parameters are like this: strategy group, MRP group, and item category plus MRP type. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's already opened it. Okay. Yeah. Yes. The scale. Just a minute. Procurement, like we have seen in, it's of the purchasing actually PP modules. Like here in purchasing you'll see this, I guess. Procurement. This, we'll just go and see what's there in this. Individual customer order without consumption, sales order, manufactured by lot. FN and see that. Type determines the planning strategy to be used for particular requirement, like whether to be manufactured. Well, what is the strategy for manufacturing this material? Okay. Availability check happens first. The stock is not available, then it will transfer the requirements to the MRP. Yeah. Yes. No, first what system do is it will check for the availability of the quantity. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes, tentative but not the final one. Not the final one. So first system, if say if the partial delivery is allowed, then system will confirm that quantity, and for the rest of the quantity it will do TOR. Okay. Yes. Yeah, requirement type KL. discussing this TOR, I guess. I'm not getting back. Yeah. Back where? Order or? Not, it's there in my document. Yeah. No, you cannot, never say that. At least you can ask. Yeah. Let's see, sometimes there would be always an exception. Why? Because they don't expect something from you immediately. Okay. Yeah. And yeah. So requirement type, what we're talking about right now, it's KE for make to order. We'll check whether it's KE for make to order. Yeah, individual customer order, that is make to order. It's KE for this 001, and I guess 040 also will be there. 040, yeah, 041. This is a standard. We are seeing 011 there, the standard requirement. Here you see, here we are seeing KL. KL are 011. The standard is 011. You can see here. Yeah. The requirement type into sales document. So group plus item category group plus MRP type. So this, yeah. We need to check the path. I don't remember the path. I'm going to check TOR. Please tell me the path. Okay. SD basic function availability check. Okay, availability check TOR and TOR determination of requirement type using transaction, right? Yeah. Assignment requirement type to transaction. 0. This is planning, what we have seen, MRP. Yeah, PD or ND. And this is item category group, I guess. This one. No, first how system transfer requirement is, first it will determine strategy group, as we have seen here. First system will determine strategy group, and this will help to determine MRP group. So MRP group actually transfer the requirement into the MRP. Wills. Yes. Like I'll show you here. I already have some example for that. Requirement class, requirement type should be determined. No, this is that the path, correct? The path you have told now, correct path, okay. Okay. Normal MRP type. Yes, yeah. No, this is for this that thing. What it is? Oh, no, not this. No, no. I have just clicked on that, so it has taken me to some other page. Okay. Yes. Requirement type here. Planning strategy to be used for a particular requirement. I guess this would be used only for these configurable products and MTO, make to order, for not all, I guess. Suppose say if it is standard, you may not, standard it's already having 011, right? So we may not be maintaining anything here. If something requirement comes like for a MTO, like 040 or something is there for MTO, 04 make to order, it's 041. Okay, then I guess they'll be maintaining this here. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. This one. This material type. It might be MRP type, I guess, not material type. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is okay. Okay. Yeah, last one will be item category. Actually, I have seen only 4. I have never seen this material type. Okay, that's what I'm saying, like 3 or 4. Strategy group, MRP group, item category plus MRP type and item category, but I haven't seen this material type. I have not gone through that book actually. But in general, like this is the prerequisites to determine the requirements, TOR. Okay, so then system will make like the material available. It will trigger all MM and PP. Like MM will procure the material, the raw material or whatever it is. Yes. In MRP, the MRP actually we will not be discussing much as an SD consultant. Okay, so why? Because that's it itself is a very big topic for a PP. You have any path or something there for that MRP? Okay, just a minute. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay, okay. No, like it's the same thing what we are seeing there. Like 001 is for daily delivery requirement. That is nothing but the standard. Okay. Um, yes. We'll see 040, that is make to order. Whatever we are seeing in the document. 041 or 040 here make to order. And for IPO it is KEB. Individual purchase order. Yes. Oh, here, not back. Here actually what we do is we need to check this availability and requirement. If then only system will transfer the requirements. Okay. This is the main. Yeah. Yes. Yes. And even this T code is important. OVZG. ZG. Okay. Like here actually we activate whether to perform availability check or not, whether to transfer the requirement or not. So as it is a standard item, you can see both are checked. Okay. So suppose say it's a make to order something kind of thing. For make to order, we don't have any stock, right? We only manufacture the stock. So we don't have availability check for this, and we will directly transfer the requirements to the MRP. Sorry. See, no availability check. Why? Because we don't have any stock and we don't keep a ready stock for that make to order, right? Make to order itself is a manufactured product for that particular sales order. So for that we don't do availability check, so that it is off here. I'm sorry, back. Okay. Yes, we definitely. Why? Because we need to transfer the requirements to MRP so that they need to get the customized material and they manufacture that product. Okay, we need to activate in requirement class both availability check and requirement. If the material is not available after availability check, then it will transfer the requirements to PP. Okay, in the same, if you see the service item doesn't need a requirement or availability. In the same time, you see make to order, it doesn't have availability check but it has a requirement. Like these things actually we will discuss in availability check. In that okay, actually we will be discussing some fields in this account. This comes into the costing. Actually CO part will this one costing, and how whether to update or not. We will see the screen back again, whether there should be MRP or no MRP. Okay, transfer of requirement happens with this actually. In availability check also you will be not in availability check. In schedule line also you will see these fields, availability and transfer of requirement. Do you remember? Vivo V6, right? It's Vivo V6. So if you want TOR to be performed, you need to activate both. Like see this requirement assembly, this TOR and this availability check. Okay, so there are a couple of other combinations we cannot discuss individually these things, but when we discuss this as a whole as a topic, we'll have a clear understanding of this. Okay. Okay. Here. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, here it's KL, requirement KL. Yes. Requirements. Yes. And then yeah, whether availability check to perform, or if not, directly transfer the TOR. That's the reason the instead of KL, there we maintain 041. That is for make to order. If I maintain 041 there, then system will not perform in the instead of KL. Yeah. So we are seeing KL because it's a standard item. So we have an availability check and these things. But if I have for here, you see this individual customer order. Okay, if I maintain KE, okay, so you can see what is KE. KE is make to order. That means system will not perform any availability check. Directly it will transfer the requirements to MRP. Okay. So like even the notes is I have mentioned very detailedly here, and as we discuss this as a whole topic, you will be perfectly understanding everything. Okay. Because there are a lot of indicators and this thing, but because we generally cannot remember these things, very confusing. Okay. So we'll go back to the screen like we have discussed this MRP3, right? So MRP3 only this field is important, like strategy group, and we don't have any other most probably the other field. One is make to order or something. Let's see what is make to order. Total replenishment in, okay, this one field is important, total replenishment laid down. That is like say after configuring everything, like say MRP and this all things. Okay, so it will say that like how much time it will take to manufacture this material and keep it ready for the sale, replenishment of the exhausted product. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this field also helps like to perform the delivery scheduling, because system checks this total replenishment time. If the material is not available, so it will check the when is the next available date basing upon this total replenishment time. Okay, so system considers this field only when the stock is not available. Okay, and any other fields? Yes, is not available. Okay, so it checks for the because they will be maintaining here. If the stock is not available, they'll have a plan of manufacturing everything, and they know in how many days they can get the material ready for sale. So that days they will maintain here. So system will check, and it will take this number of days into consideration, and it will propose the delivery date. Okay, so next after this, MRP4 doesn't have anything of SD interest. Next one, the plant data storage. So here we'll see the storage condition actually. You can see here the storage condition. This is one, and one another is in sales documents. So if you maintain something in sales document, that will override this. Okay, and this, as you know, storage condition is one of the parameter to determine the storage location into delivery documents. Yes, that's for order. This is for delivery. See, storage condition, what happens is this field is like one of the parameter to determine the storage location. Like see, when we create VL01 delivery, when we go into that screen, we will first select the storage location, then quantity to be pick quantity. So if you want this to be determined into storage location, then we need to maintain this storage condition. Yes, storage condition, like say we know the shipping point where it is, but shipping points are depend, the materials are supposed say having some parameters like temperature based materials. This should be insulin products, so it is stored in that shipping point with that shipping conditions. That means it should be stored only under that temperature conditions. Okay, so like there this would be helpful. Okay, and the next one here, it is total shelf life. Total shelf life, it is like say it is nothing but an expiry date. Okay, okay, and the minimum shelf life remaining, because this tells minimum shelf life means, suppose say they want to maintain, suppose say the expiry period of this product from the manufacturing date is 3 years, but they want some alarm message that this message would be expired within 6 months after 2.5 years. Okay, so we may like say minimum remaining shelf life tells that. Okay, and total shelf life is nothing but total period, like 3 years or whatever it is. Okay, and that's it in this. And we will not be discussing these things, and not of SD interest. And accounting 1, valuation class, it's an important thing. When you practice also, will be getting some errors based upon this valuation class. So valuation class in general, actually for the finished goods we take it as 7920 actually. Let me check. Okay, yeah, for finished goods we take it as 7920, and if it's for trading goods we take it as 3100. Actually it's not there here, but for trading goods we take it as 3100. Okay, and this valuation class will help to determine GL accounts while generating inventory accounting documents. That means in that particular plant, what is the value of the stock after sales, after new production. Okay, so this helps to generate the inventory accounting document. Okay, and when this inventory accounting document will trigger is when we do PGI, post goods issue. So we see, like say when we do PGA, there would be an accounting entry document generating. That is, say a cost of goods sold account debit to inventory accounting document credit. You remember that? Okay, so this valuation class will trigger in generating the inventory accounting documents when we do the PGI. Okay. And okay. Next in this field, this is price control, how you want to control the price, like it's a moving price or a standard price. But because certain price may not be having a standard price, the price may be fluctuating. So here we will be selecting if it is S is a standard price, V is a moving price. Yeah. But for practice purpose I suggest to go for only standard price. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is cost price, so that's right, and we need to remember the difference between the cost and the conditions what we discussed earlier. Okay, from this actually the VPRS condition type would be determined. Okay, like say we can maintain the price here. If it were a standard price, yes, what is the price per unit, like what for one cotton, how much it is, and the standard price. So the system will calculate and show it is a total value here. Okay. No. Okay, and in the same way, like this field actually controls help to determine the VPRS condition type into a sales document. there is two conditions types which would be coming from the material master. One is SKTO and VPRS. If we check cash discount, then only that SKTO condition type will be determined. No, it's not held here, we need to maintain it, but if you want that to be determined in the sales document, you need to activate it in the cash discount checkbox indicator. Okay, so all of these things which will be discussed, no, there are no other fields in accounting to or something. Okay, so here completes all the material master and all the fields which we have discussed. Some fields, if it's left over, like say production or anything, that is covered in the material. If you want, you can quickly go through them. Okay, material ledger, I don't know what's that. Okay, no, I don't have an idea of that. Okay, so start. Okay, so like all the other tabs also, the purchasing view, this has been covered here, which I left now in the discussion. Okay, if you can go through this. Okay, so this, yeah, that would be the best. Like this, I can say this itself can give you better knowledge. Why? Because this is perspective of a real-time experience. What you see in Glency volume is like it's just only to understand, but here it's like a layman who and out of the experience. Okay, and I have highlighted these things. Okay, actually, but I have to move today, so it's 9 o'clock. I thought of completing partner determination also, but it will not take much time. Shall I discuss in 10 or 15 minutes? Okay, okay, okay. See, what we'll do is we'll discuss that. So something, if I can deliver now, we'll do it. If not, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Please go. So we'll have a break for 1 minute and come back. Yeah.